Yo! What's good, YouTube? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Steve. Nah, I'm trolling. Yeah, what's up, YouTube though? It's your boy Steven back with this shit. Today we are reacting to the pain. Shit, I just dropped my key. Fuck my booty hole. Anyways, we're reacting to the Shinobi who nuked the Hidden Leaf Pain edition. Shout out to my nigga cjdachamps. And thing about it is, what was I about to say? I was about to say some dumb shit, but whatever. Let's just get to the reaction, bro. Oh yeah, I was about to say, today we are streaming early, really early. I'm probably going to stream early for the next 3 days. Probably because, yeah, I don't fucking know. Probably because, just probably because. But yeah, on the next like 3 days, I'm gonna be streaming like early, like really early. Cause it's like I need to get these streams out of the way. Not streams out of the way. I need to like, how should I say this? I need to fuck. I need to like stream earlier, cause I be like dead tired when I stream at like 5, and I gotta do so much shit at like 7:30 to like 8. So it's no reason for me to stream that late, and I gotta fucking see if I'll take posted all this shit and Patreon. Gosh, shout out to my nigga Dante. Love that nigga. Anyways, alright, let's get to the reaction, and then yeah.
So much pain! So much pain!
Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Her neck is already...
Wait. Alright, then I got it right there.
broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for...
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the pain arc, no. I didn't watch the pain arc. I already got spoiled by clips, bro. I was already into deep and anime like 5th grade, so I got spoiled by clips by then. So I never really watched the pain arc. And if I did, I probably couldn't remember like when I watched that shit. But that shit was peak though, watching the clips, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know, but I never watched it though.
Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening.
Shit crazy, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. After the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now in session, and it is for none other than the shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-ones and will roll up on you with 6 minutes. The master of jump,
the bitch ass nigga, Pain.
Jutsu, Pain. Now this one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving wicked, so go ahead.
Hey, listen, I already know like damn near like 90% of this shit, but some of them I don't know, so let me just watch. But sure.
Grab some food and get comfortable because the evidence is on deck and is ready to be presented. So without further ado, Exhibit A. All right. Exhibit A, taking over the hidden rain and jumping a senior citizen. Ah, man. Let me let y'all in on a little secret real quick. You wanna know why it took me so long to make this video specifically? I had to go back and watch my goat get jumped by 6 niggas. Like, it's 2026 and I still feel some type of way about this shit till this day. Like, bro, on the real, I did not.
To this day. The way they did this nigga Jiraiya, bro, that shit always brings tears to my eyes, bro. This nigga didn't get a fuck Tsunade, you know. And here's the thing, if he did left, he probably would have got some shit, man. Come on, man. He probably would have got some shit if he did left, bro. Then he got killed. Then everybody dissing his name and shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel bad. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel bad, but it was like sad. It was so sad, but shit.
I want to watch this bullshit again. Having to watch my goat get slimed out by 6 fucking emo.
6 niggas just straight jumping this nigga like a bitch. Niggas don't even respect the ones, bro. They pussy. It's okay though.
niggas. Like, fuck off. Skin and bones ass nigga didn't even give him the respect of a one-on-one. Now, before I have to go through the pain of commentating my goat getting jumped, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before this. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, if you watch my Donzo video, I've already basically went over how Nagato ended up becoming Pain. But if you need a little refresher real quick, Donzo and Hanzo basically set this nigga up, leading to the entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped and Nagato tweaking out and adopting the Pain persona. Now, after he was set up and his whole crew got slimed out, Nagato made sure that he was going to get his revenge by any means necessary. So on one fateful day, Pain pulled up to Hanzo's compound and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man. Man came in here and cleaned house, left piles of bodies. Old boy right here in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime back shots position. Then he threw Hanzo into the wall like the piece of trash that he was. And in Hanzo's last moments, bro started begging for his life. But Pain stared him dead into his soul and told him,
"Are we serious right now, my nigga? You dare beg for your life after you slimed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend, my brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you talking about, please don't kill me, after you sold us out to that fucking fraud Donzo when all we wanted was peace."
Wait, hold on, nigga. I wanted peace too. That motherfucking fraud set me up too. Motherfucker, you should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga.
Wait, hold on, twin, please don't.
Shut your ass up, nigga!
Pain straight up spun back for his whole crew and boomed Hanzo along with all his other guards and shit. But Pain didn't stop there. Oh no, because he made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Whoa, I didn't know that. Whoa. Now that's different. Whoa, I didn't know that. Shit. Jesus. Nuclear. Nigga killed his parents and kids and his wife. I'm not gonna lie, you killed this homeboy, so you can't even be mad at that. No, I'm gonna be so serious. You killed this homeboy, so you can't even be mad at that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nigga was dead just trying to like chill and like have a peaceful life. So shit. Messing with a nigga's peace does come with consequences. Shit.
After his parents, his wife, his child, his relatives, his friends, and even the infants.
Jesus!
Them all off the map. Dude straight up eradicated his entire clan and completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure. Now, we've sadly reached the second part of this exhibit, and it is, of course, my goat getting jumped. Now let's go ahead and set the record straight. When it was just a 1v1, when it was just Jiraiya versus the
Jiraiya was beating that nigga. Well, he was holding his own.
Animal Path, he was cooking that nigga shit. Every single summon he pulled out, Jiraiya boomed it. Oversized Mr. Bitch. Demon Cerberus dogs.
Boomed it.
The Brazen Boom.
Boomed it.
A mutated chameleon chimera on steroids.
Boomed it.
Boom, nigga. This fight was actually manageable until Pain stopped playing fair and said,
"I have to admit, Jiraiya Sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior. However, let's see how you fare when it comes to getting jumped."
And summons 2 more of these niggas, making the fight a 3v1. And this is when the unfair bullshit began. Jiraiya went in with a massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big-ass, big-belly, Will Kelly built-ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocks his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's sharp-ass porcupine hair. So after he tried to attack all 3 of them head-on but couldn't even land a hit, Jiraiya was like, "Bump this twin, I'm out." So he leaves and escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was, because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got Ma and Pa to make sound waves to lure the Pains over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall and shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chakra buffet, the other two were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make them dodge. But when the human pad tried to land on the roof, he got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal path was left all alone in a 1v1. And when bro was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies, cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all three of them in a genjutsu. And when he had them locked in here, he stabbed all three of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1. This is a prime example of why this nigga's my goat. He took an unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight. But this is when the bullshit ramped up to the max. While he was walking away thinking that he put them down for good, another pain spawns behind him. And he just whispers in his ear.
Didn't you teach me to never let your guard down, my foolish gooner of a sensei?
Then throws this nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean. And he ended up losing his left arm because of this. And after Jiraiya got his arm ripped off, this is when all the Pains arrived and pulled up on this nigga. And you could see
I'm not gonna lie, right there.
This
I don't fuck with Pain at all. I don't fuck with the Pain, the six of these niggas. But I would say this right now.
Is when all the Pains arrived and pulled up.
That right there, this whole entire like sequence, like this whole entire like picture, screenshot. Now this shit's tough. Sadly, this shit's tough. I can't not admit it. I can't not admit it. Like this shit is, even though it's disrespectful and fucking ugly and disgusting, it's fucking tough, sadly.
On this nigga. And you could see it in Jiraiya's face. He knew he was fucked. And you could tell he was thinking in his head, oh my God, there's 6 of these niggas. And boy, I tell you, my nigga Jiraiya was sick to his stomach. First of all, the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late. And then number 2, all 6 of these niggas had renegons? Like, excuse me, nigga? Like, this generally had bruh shook. And while Jiraiya was thinking, what the hell is going on? Pain was up here just looking at him and telling him,
Yes, Jiraiya sensei, your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively stomping your old ass out.
So all 6 Pains jumped down and start jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance at all. Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo Pain, but
here's the thing that I'm really fucked up about. If Pain really had to deal with anybody in the Leaf, it was fucking Danzo. It was Danzo. Now, I haven't been in Naruto politics in a while, ever since 5th grade, but if Pain really had to deal with somebody, it would be fucking Danzo. So it's like, when I see like Pain and fucking when I see Pain do the shit that he like did to the hidden Leaf, I was like, that was very unnecessary. That was just pussy. Cause nigga, if you really wanted to, you could have just went after Danzo. Why the fuck? I know they took his home from him and shit like that, but like, gang, if you gonna like do something to somebody with that energy, do that shit to Danzo. Why you doing that to the whole entire Leaf? They got that nigga smoked. So shit, man, hey.
Instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side. Then he destroys the whole building trying to drown Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was underwater, he ends up grabbing the animal path and drags him down underwater into his domain. Because he knew that out of all the Pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into bro's gut, taking him out with ease. But right with my glorious...
Now, as I said, the last time I watched like a full 500 episodes of Naruto was probably 5th, 4th grade. So I don't really remember that much from the pain arc. All I remember is I genuinely can't remember. I mean, if you tell me about it, I don't know for sure. Like, fuck, I know, but like, I still remember everything. But it's just like, I can't even remember watching it for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started at the beginning of like Shippuden. I ended Shippuden, but it's just like, damn, like, I don't know. I just genuinely couldn't. Like, with Naruto, I genuinely never fucking remembered the pain arc. I don't know why. Now, of course, the end of the pain arc, which was coming inside of the fourth Great Ninja War arc, like coming inside of it, I remember that vividly, so vividly, because that was basically the first arc that I've started in anime of all time, and I can remember like it was yesterday. It was on Adult Swim. Naruto was trying to talk to the Raikage to get a plea for Sasuke, like he always did, like he always does, you know, trying to save that bitch ass nigga Sasuke. You know what I'm saying? Cause that nigga's a bitch, but you know, and that's his boyfriend, so you know what I'm saying, so shit like that. But yeah, I remember that whole entire arc itself. That's probably one of the most vivid arcs I can remember, because that was probably one of the first arcs in anime that I've ever watched. It was final chapters, Dragon Ball Z, and coming into the Great Ninja War arc of Naruto. Yes, it was that. It was that. So, of that, I can remember it vividly, because I was, back then, yeah, it was one of my first ones, but Pain arc, I wasn't watching it.
King sat down to try to take a breather. Pain used the chakra.
And it was so crazy when I was first started watching this shit, like when I was young, and then like when I was first started watching it, and then like, what was I gonna say? When I first started watching it, I first started watching the Pain arc, bro. I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you this right fucking now, bro. When I first started watching the Pain arc, I would not the Pain arc. What the fuck am I saying? When I first started watching Naruto, like first, like really first. After the Pain arc, it was coming inside the fourth Great Ninja War arc, and then that fucking, hey, I still can't forgive that ugly ass black bitch. Yo, shout out to her. She's very beautiful, but like, still can't forgive her. She was beating up Naruto for, I can't even remember what it was that she was beating up Naruto for, but Naruto was just taking for that bitch ass nigga Sasuke. I was like, bro, come on, man. Even to this day, like, when it was my 5th grade self, I was like, bro, this nigga's a fucking bum. You know, not Naruto, but this nigga Sasuke was bad. And I was like explaining it to myself for like a good 5 hours. But this shit, just knowing that shit today, bro, that shit still get me pissed off, bro. Still get me pissed off, bro. Yeah, shout out to my nigga Choji, bro. I guess.
Jiraiya stabbed Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other pains. So he tried to throw a shuriken at the bald one, but he ducks and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 pains surrounded him. And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya. Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my God, I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And God, I've encountered every.
Jesus, you see, now I didn't know this too. I thought they were just randoms.
Really realized, oh my God, I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who bro exactly is, the bald nigga comes out of the water and crushes his throat. Then all 5 of them came down and stabbed Jiraiya to death. So with the last bit of HP Jiraiya had, he had to make sure that everyone knew the bullshit that he encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's neck, and it basically said, Naruto, Pain is not one man. He is 6 niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade seeing that shit. And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean and dies after getting holed by 6 niggas.
That shit's so bad. That shit's so bad.
Exhibit B.
With Walmart's back to college
yes,
friends, your room can fully match your
I'm a
passion.
broke-ass nigga.
She's a plant science girly for real. I mean, I'm trying to put you on to some peak dorm room cultivation. All this from Walmart? Who knew?
With Walmart's back to college finds, your room can fully match your passion.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit B, invading the hidden leaf. Now, this exhibit right here is going to easily be the longest exhibit for this trial because the amount of destruction and people that just straight up die in this exhibit alone is just ridiculous. Like, this man's crime stats are about to go to the moon. So Pain decided that it was finally time to kidnap Naruto and to wipe the hidden leaf off the map. So the first victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were on guard duty. Now, they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today. But right before they were about to take their lunch break, Pain pulls up right in front of them, and he didn't even say a word. He just shoots Bro in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other 2 Jonin come down from the air and tried to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra Tensei's both of them off of him, killing these 2 poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. Pain picked Bro up and slowly pulled his body towards him while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra rod through his stomach. And with that, these 4 unlucky poor souls were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the 4 guards, he wasted no time to get started on destroying everything. So all 6 Pains spawn inside the leaf and disperse. And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos and destroy everything in their path. They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village that were getting killed. They was blowing their asses up for the love of the game. Multiple people that were running away died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up buildings. And just off this observation alone, this is already a
what the fuck? For a good minute, give me a second. God damn it, do I have to edit this out, bro? I'm feeling like flat today. I don't want to do this. Did my PC just crash? I pray not. Alright, bye, Tassie. Love you too. Yes, Tassie. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait a second. What's the flap? What's the flap? Oh.
Case of mass murder and just flat out terrorism because the amount of people dying and planes getting blown up is legitimately uncountable. And my God, the amount of Jonin that were getting dropped off was unfathomable. Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch in the cuck chair and wait for their turn to get choked out. The human path was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas. Pause. And I ain't gonna lie, the big buff motherfucker was without a doubt the freakiest out of all these niggas. He was out here choking niggas out and asking them,
Where is the nine tails Naruto Uzumaki?
but the Jonin were like, I ain't no snitch. Yes, buff bitch. So he used his great nigga jutsu to pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not. And when he was done, he ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that shit up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Hit that nigga with sexual assault because that was so unfreakishly called for. So while Buff Pain was out here taking tongues and other things, this motherfucker Will Kelly big ass was on a tear. He was surrounded by like 10 Jonin, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh yeah, I ain't never losing weight because all I see in front of me is a buffet of free eats. It blows up the entire block, killing every single Jonin around him. So while Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes fast food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya. And that, of course, was Pain versus Kakashi. So here's how this tragedy went down. So Kakashi confronted the Tendo Pain because bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding Iruka to the dead nigga list. So when Kakashi got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul, and he ends up bricking because of this. So after Kakashi bricked his first lightning blade, he thought there's no way I could miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up. So after he sent Kakashi flying like 200 yards, the moment Kakashi finally recovered, the bald nigga Pain jumps in right behind him and tries to sneak Kakashi with his bazooka arm. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds, and this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him,
Nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be a 1v1? You should have known you were gonna get jumped the moment you tried to fight me.
So the bald Pain's body starts to morph, and he ends up mutating into a form with 6 arms and 3 faces. So Pain starts to pull Kakashi towards the bald nigga. Now, while he was getting pulled, Kakashi tried to use a chain to stop his body moving, but Pain just looked at Kakashi trying to save himself like, that don't work.
There's no way out of this.
So he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut. Now, thank God this was a shadow clone, because if Kakashi went out like that, niggas will be questioning his legacy. So after he faked out Pain, the bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine, because this man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza, Choji, and the rest of Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the master of Jump Jitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit. So he ran directly at everybody and let all of the no-name background characters spam their jutsus. So after they were done throwing every projectile at him, Pain assessed his situation and knew he had everybody lined up for a fat ult. So this nigga uses his ult and says,
Shinra Tensei,
and blows up the entire area. And this attack took out every single no-name bum that tried to land a attack on this man. So after he one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi tried to get the jump on Pain from the ground. But the Shinra Tensei merchant blasts him off of him again and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But Choji and Choza come in from the side and try to hit Pain with a double sonic spin dash. But Pain counters them both and spams Shinra Tensei once again to get them off of him. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they hit on the ground. So Kakashi tried to hit Pain with one more lightning blade, but out of nowhere, the bald Pain comes in and uses his body as a sacrifice. And this opening led to Pain once again blowing up the entire area.
Oh my god.
And after their failed attack, Choza...
This nigga has to be... Ooh, oh my god, I was about to get canceled. Oh my god. I'm gonna say the T. I was about to say M, but this nigga's actually a terror. You know what I mean? I think it's TOS. But I think this nigga's actually a terror. Yeah, I'll say that. He's actually a terror. He trained this shit like 9/11. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that.
And Choji were both knocked out cold, and Kakashi was trapped in a bunch of rubble. And while Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at him and told him,
How foolish. Did you really think a master of jump jitsu wouldn't know how to counter jump jitsu itself? What a shame. And motherfuckers really call you the copy ninja. Now no Pain, and take this 223 to the dome.
I remember that. Yeah, that shit made me cry. I was younger.
damn shame. Now, Kakashi actually didn't die from the headshot because he used Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off the map. Bro boomed two of my favorite characters in the most nonchalant way possible. So after Pain killed Kakashi, the other Pains were still on a tear in the village. Hell, the animal path made the village a whole open zoo, and Buff Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why he had Konohamaru getting choked out on a wall. This nigga had a child getting choked out and about to get his tongue ripped out right before our eyes. I mean, Ebisu tried to help him, but he got swatted away like a fly. And this freaky ass nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out. But thank God it was a shadow clone, and Konohamaru faked this freak ball out and hit him with a Rasengan. But at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. Cause what the f is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids like, come on, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a Pain as a guinea when all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like real shit, the Leaf needs to do some reevaluations on rank. Cause some of these niggas repping the Jonin rank, shit, and Chunin are
Jonin and Chunin, straight garbage, straight trash, absolute fucking trash. That I'm not gonna lie, niggas wouldn't give Naruto a fucking Jonin even after he saved the great like Ninja War. That shit pissed me off so much because this nigga Naruto was probably the strongest nigga in the whole. No, he was the strongest nigga in the whole entire Leaf Village after the Great Ninja War. Why you not? Why you not giving him Jonin? I know he was a Chunin, but he wasn't a Jonin. You know what? Fuck it. Even when he came back from training with Jiraiya, brother, he was already a strong, damn near as strong as Tsunade, almost as strong as Tsunade. No, he wasn't. No, the fuck he wasn't. Let me shut up with that one. But I promise you this, he was stronger than a lot of Jonin. Probably not Kakashi, but he was stronger than a lot of Jonin. I'll tell you that. Hey, he was strong. You know, he was decent. I'm not gonna say he was decent. You know. This nigga Naruto, he was decent. He was I just know that he was better than a lot of Jonin, bro. So I never really cared about that when somebody says, "Oh yeah, you're a Jonin, you're a Chunin." I'm not gonna lie, I was so smart in 5th grade that I genuinely stopped caring about when they talking about, "Oh yeah, he's a Jonin, he's a Chunin." Like stop like caring about that shit, cause that shit dead didn't mean nothing. Like when they said fucking, I can't remember his name. Was it Jonin? And I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. Cause gang, bro, no, I don't care. I don't care. I don't give not one fuck, bro. Nigga, just because you a Jonin, that don't mean nothing in my books. I'm not gonna lie, genuinely. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you a Kage, that may mean something. If you're not Hiruzen. Now, if you're Hiruzen, you're a bum. But, yeah, if you're Hiruzen, you're a bum, sadly. No, not sadly. He was a bum. Anyways, what else? Yeah. I stopped caring about that Jonin shit.
sorry as fuck. I actually don't know how they passed the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like, generally how.
Like,
So while the
actually
chaos
garbage.
continued, Pain's next move was just straight up wicked. Shizune Ino and her dad.
But here's the thing with me though. I liked when the when the villages wars were going on. I took that idea for when I'm gonna make like one of my own mangas. Like when the villages were going on, they didn't really care about rank like that. Like if you were strong enough, like when it was like young Sasuke and young Obito and Minato squad and Rin. Like when they were like young, it doesn't matter. They would give you Jonin if you were strong enough. That's what I loved. I don't know why they changed that system, cause that was so stupid. But I love that. I love that. Like they'll just give it out to you. Like, hey, you're a Jonin. You still need to be on the squad, but you're a Jonin. You still need to be on the squad, but you're a Jonin. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really give a fuck about rank because it wasn't really about rank no more. They were fucking going through fucking war. Niggas was dying left and right, so it really didn't matter.
Were huddled up and discussing tactics and thought they were in a safe area until Pain jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had Shizune in the worst hostage situation possible. Pain basically told
Tough thing, by the way. Shizune was one of my crushes. It was. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say this, but like I was really into like the waifu shit when I was like in the 5th grade, 4th grade. Nah, it was like 5th grade going to 6th grade. It was probably 6th grade. I was a big Naruto kid in 6th grade. A big Naruto kid in 6th grade. Cause when I was in 6th grade, that's when I found out about illegal websites. Cause I was broke. Now I'll say this: you were a real one, and I can swear to God you're a real one. If you were watching anime on YouTube with the little screen on the top, like the little tiny screen, it wasn't always on the top, but it was like a little square screen. You a real one if you know about that one. That's what I was always doing. I was searching up Naruto full episodes. I was searching up My Hero Academia full episodes. I was searching up Black Clover full episodes. I was searching up a lot of shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it was deep back then. I loved it, bro. It was, you know what I'm saying? But when I came inside of 6th grade, that's when I found out about like illegal websites, especially my main one that I use today. I'm not gonna say it though. I'm not saying it. Not leaking it. It's so unrare that you're not finding it. Like you're not finding it. But I mean, if you do research, you can. But I'm not gonna lie, I did got that. I'm not gonna lie. If I become famous, you know, and I become like I know this for sure. When I become like a manga creator, you know, and when I get my shit animated, I'm gonna shout out that nigga that gave me that illegal website shit, cause nobody doesn't know about him. That nigga had a fucking YouTube video. That shit had like 15 views, and he was like a little African nigga. His cuts were fucking terrible. He had like a fucking high top. It was some type of haircut. He gave me that shit. I thought that shit wasn't gonna work. I just searched up anime websites for free, and he just gave it to me. And I'm like, damn, this shit actually work, bro. Gotta give that nigga a shout out when I become a good streamer or whatever the fuck I become. I don't fucking know. But yeah, gotta give that nigga a shout out. But yeah, like when I was like, I'll say like a good 11, 12, I was like really into the waifu shit. I like, bro, it was the thing with me. I think it still carried on to 7th grade too. It was Ino, it was Shizune, and it was also it wasn't Kurana. It was somebody else. It was a little bit Tsunade. I didn't really give a fuck. It was Yororichi for sure, 100%. Oh my god, that's number one. That's number one. You can't. Oh my god. That's why when I create my manga, I'm gonna take. Let me stop talking about my fucking manga, bro. But like, Yororichi, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She was number one. She was fucking number one, bro. On God, she was number one. Even when I didn't watch Bleach, I started watching. I watched Bleach early as fuck. It was on Netflix at the time, and I started watching Bleach. Even when I saw that version of her, number one. I love my melanin. Especially in anime. That one girl from Gachikura. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I ship her in the boss too, but just let me calm down on that part. But bro, I love my melanin and fucking I love my melanin in anime. I love it so much. But yeah, that and what else? What else I was about to say? Yeah, that one. I loved watching that shit. I mean, not watching it. I loved Yororichi. And there was one more. It was Yamato. Yes, Yamato. Oh my fucking god, I love Yamato. I fucking love Yamato. I loved her. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love Yamato. Not gonna lie. Big queen. Loved her. It was also Nami, but I wasn't really a big Nami fan. I was a Robin fan, if you want me to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I was a big Robin fan, but yeah. It was Ino, it was Shizune, it was Yororichi, it was Yamato, and it was Robin. There's some more inside of there that I'm missing, but those are the main ones. Those are the main ones. But oh yeah, that one girl, I can't remember what anime she from. She oh my god, another melanin queen. I don't know what, like, when they make, like, when it comes to like manga creators and making actual beautiful black women and good manga creators, they always cook. I don't know. Now back in the day, fuck no. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, that shit didn't genuinely make me so mad to see like the way that they were fucking doing black people on mangas. But now, yeah, John Dixon, decent.
Knowing her dad.
Don't move a muscle, or I will suck the soul out of this fine-ass secretary.
The Hidden Leaf does not negotiate with terror.
Did not say don't move a muscle, dumb bitch!
With Walmart's back to college finds, your room can fully match your passion.
She's a plant science girly for real. I mean, I'm trying to put you on to some peak dorm room cultivation. All this from
Why?
Walmart?
They doing this on purpose.
Who knew?
Bro. They doing this on purpose. I know they is, bro. I know they is, bro.
With
Two
Walmart's
ads?
back to college finds, your room can fully match your pasin.
Ah, man. Poor Shizune. Pain really sucked the soul out of her body. So after Shizune was a victim of the Gok Jutsu, Pain confronted Tsunade. So Pain started talking to her like,
Long time no see, Lady Tsunade. I see after all these years that you're still fine as hell. But my apologies. I didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of youth they have left. I came here to spread pain.
So Tsunade was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist, and he's trying to undermine the peace that the leaf has brought. But this made this nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like,
Tell me, woman, what type of peace has your village brought upon this world? Because all your village has brought is pain. Your village is responsible for the death of my parents. Your village is responsible for turning my nation into a war zone. Your village is responsible for tearing apart the only
But
family.
it wasn't just their village too. It was a lot of more village. It was the village of the rock. It was, well, the land of the rock, land of the sand. It was a lot of fucking villages. Now, of course, I understand that the Hidden Leaf did them a fate, like, fuck these niggas up, but you don't gotta take that on the whole entire village, bro. Like, a lot of, that's why I don't really like when, like, anime in real life does that. They take, like, actual, like, shit that certain amount of people do and blame it on a lot of people. Like, all the majority of the people did that shit. No, fuck no, bro. No. No, they don't, but whatever. It is what it is.
I ever had. Your village is responsible for not holding monsters like Donzo accountable for their actions and let his repeated mistakes and atrocities go uncalled for. Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick.
That is
And
true.
quite honestly,
can't get mad
I
at him
think
for
I'm
saying
ready
that.
to wipe this shithole off the map.
So Pain starts to float up in the air. And when he floated up all the way up to the tippy top, this nigga says,
And now, this world shall know pain.
so this nigga Pain ends up committing one of the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said, with all of his heart,
Shinra Tensei.
and blows this entire bitch up. This man turned the entire village into a crater, a fishbowl. Nigga straight up nuked this bitch and made every single villager of the Leaf experience true pain.
No, they were dead. Nah, they didn't experience no pain. They were actually dead. Every woman, every child, and every person was genuinely dead. Now, I don't know how the fuck they came back from this shit. Shout out my nigga Naruto, but hey, nah, my nigga, they were actually dead. Whoa, do I have an echo? Do I have an echo? Do I have a fucking echo? Yeah, whatever. But like, yeah, shout out my nigga, Naruto, but nah, they were actually dead though. That's sure.
Exhibit C. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit, and it is without a doubt one of the most foul exhibits of all time. Exhibit C, animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to death. So after Pain nuked the leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coldest intros of all time. This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably—
my nigga rage. BB,
one of the coldest intros of all time. This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, oh yeah, when I pull up, everybody gonna be like, damn Naruto, you cold as hell. Just for this man to pull up and realize that the whole village was flattened. But I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that Kakashi died and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya, it was all bullshit, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the bald nigga Pain in like 5 seconds. Even Pain was like,
well, goddamn, this little nigga really might be like that.
So Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect the Tendo Pain because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toads were just beating the shit out of all the animal path summons. They were hitting them with actual aerial combos. Then Naruto rushed Chunky Pain and laid his fat ass out. So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All-You-Can-Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shotted the human path, straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the human path into ground beef, the next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry-ass animal path. Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation. So Naruto got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting in there for her. So Naruto starts piecing her up because she can't see shit. Then he gives her a double Rasengan, taking the animal path offline for good. So after Naruto took out the sorriest Pain, Pain grabbed Mr. All-You-Can-Eat World Kelly's reboot card and revived him with the Freak Nigga Jutsu, and the remaining 3 Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head on and tries to absorb it. But this Rasen Shuriken was straight up bait, because it was Naruto the entire time. So he tackles this nigga, and it ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain. But right before it was about to hit, bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored, and he's able to spam Shinra Tensei again. So he easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken. But when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered, dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he blows that freaky ass nigga Pain's back out. Look at his face. Even in death, this nigga still looks like a freak. Bro, cheesing like a motherfucker, and his eyes are rolled back. So after Freaky Pain got his fantasy fulfilled of getting his back blown out, Naruto tries to take out Pain right here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shinra Tensei. So he blasted Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Gamakichi and the Toads try to jump him, but Pain flies up right in the middle of all 3 of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu. So he spams his ult once again. He sent these damn Toads flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village, and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang, gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here. Because bro just casually threw giant toes like they were nothing. So after he flung the toes all the way out of the leaf's borders, Pain pulls Naruto towards him, and Chunky Boy gets him right to the gut and puts him in a headlock. And he starts to absorb all of Naruto's Sage Chakra. But this was a massive mistake made by Pain, because Mr. All-You-Can-Eat ended up absorbing too much of his Sage Chakra. And this ended up leading up to him turning into a bullfrog and being petrified and turning it to stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free, and he finally had the ISO with the Tendo Pain. But the moment this fight was about to turn into a one-on-one, Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old-ass frog nigga to death. This man murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog kebab. Then he pulled Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground head first. And to make sure he didn't move anymore, he used a chakra rod and shoved it through both of his hands. So after Pain pinned Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reality check. Naruto was yelling at this nigga and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping about peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto,
Okay, then little nigga, let me ask you this then. What about my family? What about my friends? What about my village? They all suffered the same that your village has suffered. And it was done by your people. Yes, the Leaf, the niggas you be hanging with, fucked my entire life up. So all I'm doing is spinning back for my people and for the pain that your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain, you now hate me. So answer this question for me, little nigga. How would you stop this cycle of hatred?
What the fuck is this? Yo, don't disrespect me like this, game. Yo, you see? What the fuck is this, bro? You see? I might just stop streaming. They just disrespected me, bro. They just fucking disrespected me. I'ma stop streaming. I'm done. GG's. I'm out. Peace, y'all. No, I'm trolling. That was an ad. So, it's not like any of my shit got leaked. Not like I got shit in the fucking...
Shit, oh no! That is exactly what the fuck I
It's just the
thought.
algorithm,
So after
bro.
Pain lectured Naruto about peace,
This is the algorithm, bro. Nigga, all I fucking watch is fucking Euphoria, anime, and fucking Final Space, Rick and Morty, and what else? Cowboy Bebop right now, so algorithm thinks that I like anime, so it makes sense.
he straight up
I do, but shit, my nigga, I didn't want to see that shit, man.
stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rods to just pin him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Mama Toad was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, "Get up, young whippersnapper. Don't let this heathen pin you down. Do you hear me, boy? Wake your ass up." Oh, sweet Jesus.
She got her shit blasted
Nosy
all the
asshole
way back.
bitch.
Got her
Shut
shit
the
smooth.
fuck up.
So
Got her
after
shit
Pain
blasted
brutally
smooth back.
assaulted a old lady, we are now set to
Her
observe
shit went from
one
smooth
of
to
the
fake.
most brutal ref do something ass whoopings of all time. And most of y'all should know exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Pain versus Hinata. This was one of those ass whoopings that you begged for it to end. Like, on the real, this is one of the hardest fights to ever watch. Like, it is up there with Videl versus...
No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. I'm not gonna lie. Videl was getting her ass beat. Now, Hinata was getting her ass beat too. But goddamn, this shit, fuck no. Fuck no. What's that nigga name? I can't remember this nigga, the big ass nigga's name. This nigga was whooping her ass. Whooping her ass, and she could have actually got help. Nobody helped her though. Hinata didn't have no help. That was the worst thing about it, but I ain't gonna lie. This shit right here was way worse.
Popovich. So here is how
Popovich,
this
yeah.
atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain. Now, I'm not gonna lie, her plan was actually smart, cause she didn't try to fight the nigga head on at first. What she tried to do was kick the chakra rods off of Naruto so he could move again. Even Pain was shocked. He was like,
Well, ain't this some shit? This girl is actually not an idiot.
so when she tried to hit the next one, Pain sends Hinata flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga,
Jesus.
her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for
Yo,
Naruto, bro.
chill.
Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. But he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening. So when Hinata was already on half HP after 2 hits, she said, "F trying to hit the chakra rods. I'ma just..."
I think that shit was so dumb though. Like, I know what she was trying to do and I understand it. I fuck with it, but that's just so dumb. My nigga, you see I'm not even trying to like disrespect when I say this, but you see the difference in fucking strength, power, and skill, and you still try to fight this nigga Pain. I ain't gonna lie, you deserve to get your shit smooth like shit, pushed back the whole entire way. You deserve your shit to get pushed smooth back. I ain't gonna lie. Cause there's like, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful with it. I'm just trying to say like, there's no way that you like there's no way that shit happens and you still go along with that shit. There's no fucking way. No fucking way, bruh.
have to put hands on this nigga. So she kept on trying to swing at this nigga Pain, but good God, this nigga is a member of Weave Nation. Hinata was hitting straight air, straight oxygen, while this man Pain was just tap dancing around her. But by the grace of God, Naruto ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shinra Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain. She rocked this nigga for a good second. Look at him, he is looking up at the stars, and he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rods. But right when she tried to go for the rest, Pain recovered and blasted Hinata to the stratosphere.
Damn.
And this is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore, bro. She started crawling towards Naruto on the last bit of HP she had. This was so wild, even Pain was perplexed. He was genuinely confused. He was actually like,
hey, Hinata, she a real one though. She's probably one of the realest ones inside of anime history. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna that shit amazes me. That's why I was like, bro, when I genuinely, when I was watching this shit, I was so amazed. Like that shit made me cry, like shed a tear a little bit. Bro, she a real one. She a fucking real one. Bro, holy shit, bro. Anime don't make them like her no more. Thick, busty, and real. They don't make them like that.
Why? Why are you still getting up? Why are you still fighting for this dense fool who doesn't even realize you like him till the last movie of the series?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga was so focused on Sasuke. Yeah, Sakura. Actually, no, Sasuke and Sakura, but
because I love Naruto-kun.
Jesus.
My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad.
No, bro. That shit genuinely brought me a tear because, like, bro, this nigga Naruto, bro, this nigga Hinata, bro, Hinata was trying her best to fucking be, like, even when, like, it was in the beginning of Naruto, she was always Naruto's supporter. You know what I'm saying? While everybody was fucking dissing this nigga name, she was always Naruto's supporter. Even when this bitch ass, hoe ass, pussy ass bitch Sakura was fucking always talking down on this nigga, she was like, and he liked her, she was always gonna be saying, like, always gonna be, she never said nothing bad about this nigga. So she a real one. She a real one, for sure. I ain't gonna lie.
Like you.
Bitch, your shit's smooth back.
With Walmart's back to college finds, your room can fully match your passion.
She's a plant science girly for real. I mean, I'm trying to put you onto some peak dorm room cultivation. All this from Walmart?
It's actually turning me autistic, bro. My premium. Bro.
With Walmart's back to college finds,
I'm already broke as it is, bro. I barely got $10 in my bank account.
your room can fully match your passion.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Pain really tried to send Hinata back to the lobby, bro. Now, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know how the fuck she survived this. The plot armor she had right here was diamond. But Pain really used Hinata to mentally torture Naruto. So after he completely destroyed Hinata, Naruto straight up crashed the fuck out and immediately went to four tails off the rip. That seal that Yamato put on, bye-bye. That shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this. He wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting the, I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him and punched him so hard he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then Naruto started playing whack-a-mole with him, just smacking him over on the head over and over and over again. Nigga basically got hit with a Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say, are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki? Are you feeling the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto Uzumaki? So while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in a garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now. And this is where we are at the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying, every single frame of this scene is a national treasure. So after Pain made the animation budget go into debt, he started running at Naruto at top speeds, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This fight started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving. Then Pain ended up going prone and started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like,
Is that all you got? I expected.
oh shit! So after Pain got blasted to Kingdom Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move. So when he said this, Konan was like, boo-boo, no, you're not about to do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like, silence, Konan. I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch ass in my Pokedex. So Pain whips out Planetary Devastation. He said he was about to capture this legendary Pokemon with his Chibaku Tensei. And you could tell this was his final move because he was using every bit of chakra he had left. Bro's whole body was just straining. Nagato looked like he was about to die casting this shit. And he didn't stop until he finally captured the Ninetales. Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had Bro captured and it was time to call it a day. But unfortunately for Pain, he had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had. Because Naruto ended up breaking out of the Planetary Devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain, bro. And the way he was beaten was poetic. Because he ended up getting jumped. The same way he was jumping the
irony.
He was
the irony.
all the shadow clones, but he just couldn't. And then when his Shinra Tensei was on cooldown,
you don't like it when it happens to you, don't you?
Naruto launched himself out and shoved a Rasengan to his gut.
Knockout.
So after the Tendo Pain was defeated, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself. And the only way Naruto was able to beat this man was to use his most powerful jutsu, the strongest technique in anime history, Talk no Jutsu. So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato, the first thing Nagato did was instantly shoot this nigga. But Naruto ended up eating it. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, alright then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain. And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass, twin. So Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato, you know, man, I get it. I know you had a tough life, and I have too. I remember back in the day when I was a little jet, and I would sit on this swing set every fucking day, yearning for friends and attention, while that sad-ass flute song played every time. Not enough, nigga. Continue. My parents died when I was a baby, and our sorry-ass third Hokage threw me in a nasty-ass, dusty-ass apartment. The fucker didn't even give me enough money to pay fucking rent, and I drank spoiled milk every fucking day. Damn. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then I would walk outside, and I would have every single villager looking at me like I was a fucking ticking time bomb, and they were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna crash out? Nigga, do you know how that feels? Shit, my heartstrings. I lost my parents, my homeboy, my sensei, and I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life. But nigga, I'm still standing, and I'ma bring peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, little nigga, you actually just moved me a bit. Very well, I'm reviving everybody in your village. What? So Naruto's 100% crit rate Talk no Jutsu worked. And this man Nagato revived everybody in the village he killed in exchange for his life. Now, that's good and all dandy, but are we gonna let Pain off the hook with all these charges after he revived everybody in the leaf? Hell no! The verdict! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass. Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga. We not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan and all of their infants. And my goat ain't coming back. That nigga's dead forever. Well, yeah, this nigga's still getting locked up for life. So with that being said, appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time.
Until next time. See ya later, my boy. My nigga CJ with this amazing video. Y'all already know. Yes, Sirski.